Cool. Well, thanks for joining me, Lloyd. And just wanted to ask you a few questions about our training, and if you could let people know a bit about what work we've done together. And initially, just wanted to ask a bit about, if you wouldn't mind telling people what your initial kind of goals were in terms of what you wanted to do with your body and what you wanted to work on training wise.
Yeah, of course, Mike. Well, as you know, I'm towards the latter end of my 50s.
Yeah,
So, and I was very conscious that I wanted to build on strength, uh, lose some weight, but that was more of a thing that I needed to sort out for myself. But flexibility was a massive problem, and continue to sort of build on strength. I think I started from a reasonable position on in terms of strength and cardio, but I wanted to improve that. Flexibility was a massive problem, and general aches and pains in both knees and back. And I sort of spelled that out to you at the beginning, and I think you've been very conscious of that and very sensitive to it, and also improved me in both areas quite significantly. I don't know if you can remember our first few meetings, but I mean, I was like a rigid piece of steel in terms of my flexibility.
yeah. Like you said, your baseline sort of strength cardio is actually not a bad place at all to be. But yeah, definitely
Not
mobility,
too bad.
flexibility is what we've done a lot of work on, and been through sort of various guises of rehabbing your back if it's flared up
Yeah,
after things like
but
golf or paddle. Then we've done more kind of like rehab based sessions, haven't we, together?
agreed. I mean, I don't. The base was okay. I definitely wanted to build on it, particularly. I think muscle. Yeah, I'm. You know far more about it than I do, but sort of muscle loss at the age I'm now at and going into is crucial. So I want to keep that strength up, and I've got since we've been working together, I've definitely got stronger. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Like, even if you're sort of fairly strong and you're playing regularish sports, there's normally some sort of muscle groups people will tend to neglect. So having that balance in your strength training
Yeah.
is important.
Yeah.
Um,
You found those, Mike, quite
that's
quickly.
it. Yeah, got to find those weak spots, definitely. Um, yeah. So yeah, main things you've noticed improvement then, sort of flexibility, strength is what we've obviously done the most work on, and cardio we've probably boosted up a bit as well, haven't we?
All of the above, definitely. I mean, I certainly wasn't, definitely wasn't complacent about cardio. I think I was in a reasonable position, but that's got a lot better. I mean, physically, I'm in better shape than I was. Lost some weight. I'm stronger. I've got better cardio, and I've got way better flexibility. I'm certainly got a long way to go still, and I've got to do more work when I'm not with you. I know that.
Yeah, and I'm always there just to give you a little prod, just to say, come on, have you been doing your homework? You've been doing your stretches. Um,
Yeah,
so I think
exactly.
that's what quite a lot of people get from a trainer, isn't it? Of having that accountability, knowing somebody's going to
Oh,
be there asking, have you done this? Have you done your homework? And yeah,
and no question, having that relationship makes a massive difference. One, just doing it in the first place because it's so much easier if you have it. I mean, I've never been a massive gym user anyway, frankly, and I need that sort of motivation, and the fact that we meet face to face, not far from the house, down on the seafront, looking out the sea over Brighton, normally with the sun shining because we've been incredibly lucky
yeah.
for the last 2 years. That gets me out the door.
Just yeah, we got a lovely spot down on the seafront, haven't we? And what would you say to people who are a bit unsure about maybe training outdoors or at home with just some simple bits of equipment, and maybe have been used to using a gym previously and a bit unsure about what you can actually do with some simple bits of kit like resistance bands?
Yeah, then I mean, I wouldn't change it at all. I mean, you can do huge amounts in terms of strength. I much prefer being outside anyway, but with the TRX and with the bands, I don't feel I'm losing out in the slightest. I think my as we know, my focus has been slightly less on the cardio, but with the runs you have us doing and the various things we do outside in our own space, there's no problem at all doing cardio. I'm not running on a treadmill. I never like running on a treadmill anyway. I just much prefer being outside. but the using your own body, using your own weight as resistance, using the equipment that you bring, is more than enough of a test for my strength, I can tell you.
Yeah. No, there's for most people, it's plenty hard enough. Mastering your own body weight and to say a few simple bits of kit is enough for most people to get a lot stronger.
And I was just thinking about also, so to go back to what you said, things that I've noticed. I tell you, the other thing I have noticed significantly is posture. Posture has, because as you get, so 60 is my next birthday, and I feel like I'm walking in a different way. I can feel it.
Just no,
So that's a significant upside, and that's that core strength that you keep working on, Mike.
That's it. Yeah, no, definitely core strength and flexibility, making sure that the right muscles can move in the correct ways is so important for that. And what would you say to people? Just final question: if they were a bit unsure about working with a trainer, they were sitting, never worked with a PT before, maybe a bit on the fence about it. What would you say to people about working with me?
Well, I mean, no exaggeration. It's been a game changer for me, and we have a great rapport. You understand you push, but you also understand what the issues are with my body. You can see my face. So I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things that I can do now if I just tried to go to a gym and manage it for myself, because I wouldn't know how much I could push, how little to push, and frankly, some of the muscle groups and stretches that you've introduced me to and we do together. That's what's changed everything. So it's an enjoyable hour. Great. It gets me out because I've got to go and meet someone face to face, and I love doing that.
Yeah.
And the fact that I can tap into your knowledge is invaluable to me. So I wouldn't hesitate recommending it.
Oh, brilliant. No, thank you. Well, it's been a pleasure training you the last couple of years, and
let's keep going.
Yeah, it's been the next couple. Brilliant. Thanks, Lloyd. I won't keep you any longer today, buddy, but I will see you next session.
Cheers, Mike.